welcome to Akeley Physiotherapy's YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a yoga practice. Just as a disclaimer, please remember I can't see you and please just take things at your own level. Please go into child's pose or Tadasana in standing if you want to have a rest, and just be very mindful when you're there and join back in when you can. But please, if you haven't looked at the intro, please have a look at the Akeley Physiotherapy intro as to why we're doing these YouTube videos for you. But today I'm going to do a lovely moon practice for you all. This is a practice which is going to involve lots of forward folds and lots of mindful, trying to quieten the mind. The sensitivity of our nervous system at the moment is probably quite high, so this is just going to calm us all down, and hopefully by the end of the practice you will feel a good deal more calmer than at the beginning. You may need to have a couple of blocks. If you don't have blocks, then just get yourself a couple of books or something. You might want to just bring the floor up to you on a couple of occasions. And also, when you're in sitting, you might just need a book or a cushion or something just to sit on, just to help you find some nice elevation away from the floor. Okay, so let's get started with our lovely moon practice. Have a lie on your back. So just to begin with, let's get down into Shavasana. This is our resting pose. Just thinking about your breath. Think about the air coming into the lungs and the air going out. Just a nice even breath at this moment. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Fill the base of your lungs with this nice prana. Melting down into your mat. Bringing yourself into this present moment. Try and leave your day at the door. And just bringing your whole focus into your breath and into your practice today. Bring your feet up now so that the soles of the feet are on the floor. And we're just going to take the arms over your head. Big breath in. And breath out. And again, breath in. Breath out. This time 2 counts to take our breath in, but 4 counts to bring it back out. So breath in. Slowly breath out. Breath in. If you want to close your eyes while you do this and really focus on that breath in and breath out. 2 counts in. 4 counts out. Let's add a bridge pose to this. 2 counts to lift our bridge up. 4 to bring it back down. Roll through the spine. 2 counts. And 4 to come back down. Last one. Breath in. Breath out. Just bring your knees up towards your chest, and just to reinforce that breath pattern, which we're going to use throughout the practice. You're just going to let your knees drift away from your chest as a breath in. Breath out, draw the knees into the chest. Breath in, sends the knees away. Breath out, draw the knees back into the chest. Focus on that breath. One more time, breath in. Breath out. Keep hold of your right leg and send your left leg low to the ground. Send your heel towards the bottom of your mat. Keep hugging the knee up to your chest and send this leg up to the ceiling. And just give it a nice massage down the back of this leg, just allowing that hamstring and calf just to be released. We're going to be using the back of the leg a lot through this practice. Good, and then hug that knee back in, both knees in, and then the other leg out. Send the heel away, hug the other knee in, and then send that leg up to the ceiling, get a hamstring stretch, and just give the back of your leg a lovely massage. Just allow those hamstrings to stretch out. Good. And then take both legs up to the ceiling. Feel grounded back down in through the hips. Take the hands up towards the feet, tuck your chins in, and just reach up towards your feet, taking your head towards your knees. And just breathe here for a moment or two. Keep reaching up to your toes. Hug the knees in and roll yourself up into sitting. If anybody's got a block and they want to sit on a block in sitting, feel free. You keep facing the front of your mat. I'm just going to face this way so you can see me. Ground down through your sit bones and try and lengthen through this centre of your body. Feel that crown chakra being elevated up to the sky. Got a beautiful thread getting you up towards that universe. Good. I'm going to take a breath in here, reach up, breath in. Long breath out, rotate to the right. Big breath in. Rotate to the left. Big breath in. Rotate to the right. Open out through that back shoulder. Turn your head. Find the rotation in your thoracic spine. Reach up. As you rotate to the left, use your right hand on your left knee to find more rotation. Reach up. Breath in. Breath out. Last time, breath in. Breath out. Good. Come back to sitting, grow tall and lengthen, and then come over into 4-point kneeling. So, in 4-point kneeling, your hands are underneath your shoulders and your hips underneath your knees. Let's do cat-cow here. So breath in lifts up. Breath out. Send the backbone up to the sky. Breath in. Breath out. Lengthen that breath out. And again, breath in. Lift the head. Breath out. Push between your shoulder blades. Open up through the spine. Make it a lovely C-shaped curl. One more time. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Come back to neutral now. Nice long necks. Tuck the chin in. Tuck your toes underneath here. Just make it slightly wider than 4-point kneeling now. And you're going to come from this position up to down dog. Still with that same count. So breath in. Breath out. Push into down dog. Push the tailbone away. Breath out. Breath in brings you back. Breath out. Tailbone long, back's long. Push away from the ground. Breath in. Breath out. Let your head relax. Stay in this position. Feel nicely grounded through your hands and through your feet. Have your knees soft if you need to here. Just find some nice balance and nice length. Take your right leg up to the sky. And then bring that right foot through between your hands. You're now in runner's lunge. Let that the back knee drop down to the ground. Still feel as if you've got 90 degrees at the front and open through the hip at the back. Lift up through your heart space here. Stay high. Good. Breath in. Breath out. You're going to send yourself back into half splits. Breath in. Lift the heart space. Breath out. Send your tailbone back. Send your right hip crease back. And again, breath in. Lift the heart. This time, send yourself back and just wait here. Find your head coming towards that knee. Really opening some space in your mind as you melt down towards that leg. Using the out breath to find a little bit more hamstring length. You're going to keep going with this, and you can just do it how we've just been doing it, or you can add in some arms. So breath in, breath out, you send yourself back. Lift your little finger to the ceiling. Let your head come down. Breath in takes you up. Breath out sends you back. Little finger to the ceiling. Breath in takes you up. Breath out takes you back. Stay here this time. Lift your little fingers up to the sky. And then bring yourself back to runner's lunge. Sending this right leg back all the way up to three-legged dog. And then back to down dog. From here we're going to come from down dog to ripple forward to plank. Again with our nice breath. So breath in, breath out to plank. Breath in. Breath out, ripple forward to plank. Breath in. As you come forward, don't lose the connection in the centre of your body. Stay strong, push away from the ground. And again. Breath out. Keep really strong between your pelvis and your rib cage here. Going back to down dog, stay here. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Squeeze that heel up high. Bring it through between your hands. And let your back knee come down to the mat. Be tall and wide through the heart space here. And lengthened through the back hip. Well done. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Trying to lengthen that out breath. Pushing this crease back towards your foot at the back. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in, last time. Breath out. Stay here. And let your head melt down towards your knee. On the out breath, find a little bit more length through the back of that hamstring. Find space in your mind as you stay really present here with what you are doing, what you are practicing. Coming forward, you can keep going how we've just done. Adding the arms makes it slightly more challenging. Breath in, breath out. Little finger to the sky. Breath in, breath out. Breath in. This time stay back here, breath out. Little finger lifts up on that out breath. Find a little bit more hamstring. Bring yourself back, runner's lunge. Now send this left leg back into three-legged dog. Reach high. Bring it back to down dog. And take yourself forward into that plank pose. Breath in here. Breath out. Ripple forward. Find your plank. Take it back. Come forward. Take it back. Last time. Come forward. Stay here. And you can come down to the floor either in plank if that's in your practice, or pop the knees down to the ground, elbows tucked in, nose beyond your fingertips as you lower yourself to the mat. Good. Now we're going to do some cobra stretches. Take your hands by your shoulders and push up into cobra. Breath in. Breath out takes you down. Good, and again, breath in. Drop the shoulders, lengthen the neck, find some nice movement in the spine. Breath out. Good, bring your toes together, knees apart as you come into child's pose. Let your head sink down into the mat here. Your knees are wide. Find some nice ease here. And catch your breath. On that out breath, just trying to sink a little more. Surrender a little more to the ground. Let go a little more. Come back up to 4-point kneeling. And come back up into downward facing dog here. Good. This time lift your leg high to the ceiling. Bring your right foot through, and this time we're coming up into your high lunge. Just bring your hands to your hips here and just make sure that your back isn't overarched. Tuck that tummy in, even if it means the back knee is slightly bent here. Good. Take both arms up. Good. And from here, just straightening the front leg and then bend the knee down. Good. Bend and straightening that front leg. Nice. As you bend it, soften. Last one, keep it bent here. Take the hands out to the side. Now bring your left arm forward, right arm back. Really feel that right arm really peeling you back, opening out through the front of your heart space. Really lengthen your hands away from each other, making sure that your right knee stays over your toe. Come back to the centre. Change your back foot and come into warrior one. Good. From here, we're just going to come down into pyramid pose. You come all the way down, head comes towards the ground. Lift your hands up towards the ceiling. Breath in. Breath out. Long breath out. Good. Breath in. last time. Breath in, bend that knee generously, knee over toe, and breath out. Let your head come towards your knee. Good. From here, you can put your hands down on the ground. This is maybe where you might need some blocks. If your hamstrings aren't so long, put your hands on blocks so that your hands will touch the ground, and then your head will be able to rest down. And then bending your front leg, come forward into standing splits. Push that back heel up to the ceiling. Stand tall, let your head be relaxed. Really forward folding on this one leg. Pushing that left leg high. Good, and then bring both feet back to the earth. Find connection. Come up into chair pose. Here, make sure that the back isn't too arched. Tuck that tailbone under and come tall. Relax through the shoulders and bring hands to heart space. From here, we take a breath in. You breathe out and rotate to the left. Breath in to the right. Breath in. Breath out. Find the rotation in that thoracic spine. Keep going with the breath, making sure that the knees stay over the toes. Breath out. One more. Breath in. Breath out. Bring yourself back to the centre. Big breath in. Breath out, hands to heart space. Well done. Let's go back down to the ground. Big breath in. Breath out, we go to hands. Slice ourselves, find the earth underneath our hands. You can either hop back or step back into plank pose. Find pushing away from the ground, find connection here. Send yourself back into downward facing dog. Good. Lift this left leg up to the sky, high. Bend the knee and bring it through and come up into crescent moon. Stay here. Be tall. Keeping your arms where they are, just straighten the front leg and then bend it. The back foot is still on its toe. And again. Sinking into that bent knee at the front, making sure the knee goes over the toe. And that the knee doesn't go beyond 90 degrees. Stay here in this down bent knee position. Open out the arms, soften the shoulders. Take the right arm forward, open out. Really feel those hands stretching away. But keep your pelvis facing forward, knee over toe. And breathe. On the out breath, find more rotation. Come back to the centre. Good. Come up into Warrior One. Back toe at 45 degrees. Little back bend, breath in. Breath out sends you down, straighten the front knee. Send the little fingers up to the sky. Good. Breath in. Little back bend. Breath out. All the way. Good. Breath in. Breath out. Stay down here and hold it. Bring your hands down to the ground. Let your head relax. Put your hands on blocks if you need.
Try and let go and really soften your head towards this knee and stay square through the pelvis. Let your mind find space here, feeling long through your hamstring. Take your hands forward, transfer your weight onto this front leg and squeeze up the right leg up to the ceiling. Let your head relax down, keep squeezing as high as you can. Keep squeezing, letting your head relax. And then bring yourself into chair pose. Tuck that tailbone underneath. Sink a little deeper into your chair. Hold it here. Big breath in. Big breath out. Hands come to heart space. Just close your eyes here and feel the ground underneath your feet. As you have 2 feet firmly down, feel rooted to the floor. So we're going to do a little bit of balance working from this position now. So just coming up into a modified tree, take your right knee up to your chest. Keep your hands in prayer if you can, and then send yourself back into Warrior 3. Virabhadrasana 3. Look down to the floor, have your toes down to the ground, stay focused. Keep your eyes pinned on a spot. Try and lengthen the back of your leg and get your body and leg flat. Stay here. Find ease through the upper body. Hold it here. Good. Bring yourself back. We're going to just come to tree pose, but with your foot on your calf. Open out through the hip. And just breathe here. See if you can challenge this. Focus, challenge this pose, taking the hands up to the sky. Find ease through the pose as you find balance and focus here. Bring your hands back to your heart space. And 2 feet back, feeling secure through the ground. Bring your left leg up into a modified tree pose. Send this leg back. Find your eyes onto a spot of focus. Feel balance, feel connected through the foot that's on the ground. Keep lengthening through the back of your neck and feel long. Hold this pose, try and relax as much as you can through your face and shoulders. Bring it back to your tree pose. Stay here. Challenge your balance. Keep focused. Keep your mind spacious. Hold the balance. Hold the connection through the foot. Concentrate on your breath. And bring your hands back to your heart centre. Well done. Let's take a nice big breath in. Breath out, slices through the body, find the earth with your hands. Step or jump back into plank pose. Feel connected here, holding this position. Lower your knees down to the ground and sit back into child's pose. Come into staff pose. I'll face you so you can see me, but if you just stay facing the front of your mat and sit tall through the body.
Really reach up. If you need to sit on a block, then feel free to here. Keep that back really tall and extended. Keep your biceps by your ears as you just lean forward till you find length through your hamstrings. And then here, on an out breath, melt down. So breath in, breath out. Take your head down towards your knees. If you can reach your feet, great. If not, just wherever you can here. But let your head relax. And on the out breath, keep finding a little bit more length here. Find a bit more space. And then bring your right leg up towards your body and take it across your left leg. Bring your left leg and bring it and tuck it into your side like this. And then reach up with your left arm and take it across and hug your right thigh. And then rotate towards your right, opening out through that back shoulder. Try and have both sit bones on the ground. Lift tall through the chest as you open out. And use your out breath again to find a little bit more rotation here. Breath in. Breath out. Good. And again, breath in. Breath out. Hold that position. See if you can find ease with as much rotation as you can. Opening the heart, opening that back shoulder. Stay in this lovely rotation through the body. Just turn the head in the opposite direction now. Hold it here for a second. And wind yourself back through to the centre. And peel your feet and just give yourself a big hug before we start with the other side. Reach your right leg out. Take your left leg over your right. Hug, bring this right leg underneath you, like so. Reach up through your right arm and hug your left knee. Rotate round to the left. Big breath in, big breath out. Find more rotation. Keep really long through the spine. That crown chakra is still elevating you up towards the sky as you find this rotation. Ground down through your sit bones, but lengthen up through the spine and find space and rotation. On your out breath, find more rotation. Hold this rotation here and then just turn your head in the opposite direction. Hold this position here. And then come back to the centre, just in an easy seated position here. And we're just going to do a seated cat-cow here. If anybody needs to sit on a block, then feel free to. Just have your hands soft on your knees. And just make a C-shaped curve. So breath in takes your chest up, lift it high, open out through the heart. Breath out, that C-shaped curve. Roll yourself down, let your head relax. Good. Breath in, lift and lengthen. Breath out, take yourself into that C-shaped curve. One more time. Breath in, lift through the heart space.
Breath out, let yourself come down. Good. And then from here, just hugging our knees in towards our chest. Just going to roll yourself back down onto your mat. Come into that position on your mat. And then just bring your knees up. Give them a hug. This time send your left leg away, but onto the ground. And feel open through this left hip. Take this right knee over the left as you open out your right arm and find a nice spinal twist here. You can let your head turn towards your right hand if it feels okay. Just try and let the knee come down towards the mat. If it feels okay, use your left hand just to give it a gentle stretch. But use your breath more. Let your breath, your out breath, take you a little further. Keep your right shoulder blade on the ground. Bring this pose back to the centre. Swap legs, right leg down along your mat. Open out your left arm, palm to the ceiling. Let this left leg come over to the right. Use your right hand gently to help it, keeping this left shoulder blade anchored down. Turn your head to look towards your left hand if it feels comfy to do so. Use your out breath to just find a bit more space in the spine, a bit more rotation here. Bring yourself back to the centre and lengthen out along your mat. If you're feeling a little cold, have a blanket close by and pop a blanket over you. We're just going to rest in one of our most important positions, which is Shavasana. So in this position, palms are facing up, heart space is open. See how much you can surrender to the ground that's underneath you. You have done all the work you need to do. Now you need to give the body a little time to rest. Don't change your breathing pattern, but just become aware of your breathing pattern. As the air goes in and the air comes out. As you breathe in, this is really helping to nourish your body. Prana is going into the body in every breath we take. And on every out breath, think about yourself surrendering to the ground a little further. Creating a little more space in your mind. Keep focusing on your body letting go. If you can feel areas that you know are still holding on, as you breathe out, focus on that area and let it release. Imagine on every out breath that we're not only reducing our stress in our body, but we're letting go of anything that we don't need in our minds. Anything that is not serving us, let it go. On every out breath, imagine that burden being just released. Inhale to nourish. Out. Breath out to let go.
Breathe out to let go. Face the jaw, the shoulders, the hips. Feel heavy into your mat. Keeping your eyes closed, just focusing on your breathing, on letting go. If you can stay in Shavasana for longer, then do. If not, bring yourself up into a seated pose. Sit on a block if you need, or if you want. Feel your sit bones grounding down. Feel lengthened and long. Feel that lovely connection up to the sky. Have your hands on the earth. Take a big breath in. Breath out, bring your hands to your heart space. Closing down your eyes. Take your thumbs to your third eye. We ask for kind thoughts to our mouth, or kind words. And for our heart, we ask that we give ourselves all the kindness that we need, especially at this time. And for the people around us, that we spread kindness, which is only going to help in this very worrying situation. I hope you've enjoyed your practice with me today. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.